I just had two 10-inch carne asada burritos from a Mexican restaurant. It was, as you say, delicioso. Alright, so as per usual, unfortunately, the first game from day 2 of the Weekend League Roundup just didn't record for some reason. Pretty sure I won it, so I think our record at this point is 8-3. Alright, so let's just jump into the first match right here. So, João Mario plays it to Salah. This is the base card Salah. He plays it into Icardi, and as you know, Icardi likes to score into that bottom right corner. He does the Salah celebration, and we're up 1-0 early on. Now it's his turn on the attack. He plays a through ball to, I think that is Coutinho. Yeah, Philippe Coutinho scores, makes it 1-1. I don't actually know who's on this team because I didn't record that part. Now right before halftime, it's our turn. Salah plays it into Icardi, and Icardi scores that 10 out of 11 times. Does the Salah celebration again. Second half. Play a 1-2, here's Icardi, he's going through, he has the pace with the Hunter card, he's looking for his hat-trick, and he finds it at the end of the rainbow, and he does his celebration now, 3-1 Icardi hat-trick. Now we have a free kick here, we're going to strike it, but then it just goes nowhere, but Mertens picks it up, and then Smurf Mertens gets on the score sheet, makes it 4-1 in the 60th minute, and that would be all she wrote, as this guy decided he's had enough and it's a rage quit. Now, the second opponent of the episode that you've seen so far has the 4-star 77 overall team. Complete pace midfield of cheap British players who are pretty good. So starting this one off, we play it Salah. He turns, does a back heel. Another one pass right there. Dries Mertens turns his man very really nicely done by Smurf Mertens to make it 1-0. Through ball here for Salah. He has a lot of pace. He has pace to burn. Is he going to finish it? He doesn't, but then it bounces, fortunately, back off of someone, makes it 2-0 up. That's the good thing about Salah, he has that 91 pace. Second half now, we play a through ball over the top, and it's Quaresma, the super sub who's on. He plays it in to Smurf Mertens, who gets another goal, and that's 3-0 up. And then at this point, that guy decided it was enough, and he rage quit as well. So this opponent, third opponent of the episode, has a 5-star 85 overall 100 chem team. Pretty good. Plays it into Smurf Mertens, who's on some pretty good form at this point. Smurf is trying to dance around them. He plays it to Bunabanpura? I don't know who that is. That's a joke. I know who that is. It's a joke because he never scores. So we're 1-0 up here, but then he plays a through ball to Gareth Bale, who, if he were slow, he'd be called Gareth Snail, but he's not, so he's called Gareth Fast, and he scores to make it 1-1. Now Hamsik plays a 1-2, Hamsik gets it back, plays it in to Icardi, and Mauro Icardi does not miss those, makes it 2-1. And now just shortly after we scored, we get the ball back off a turnover, play some good through balls, and then Icardi with the Hunter card, I think that's 95 pace, he also has the strength of course, and he can finish with 99 finishing, makes it 3-1. And that's the final whistle, we win another game, not a rage quit this time. This opponent, fourth opponent of the episode, 5-star 83 overall, he's got the POTMs, Sterling and Son. João Mario plays it in, plays a 1-2, another quick 1-2. Salah's going to get onto the end of that. One of the weakest finishes I've ever seen, but on the right foot with Salah, you can't complain when it goes into the back of the net. So here's Son with it. Sonny's doing some nice dribbling moves for him. Sonny gets a little space, whips it in, and Vardy's on the end of it to make it 1-1. So Mertens is going to play it through, and on the end of that is Quaresma, who gets it taken off of him. But then Quaresma gets it back, still with Quaresma with the 5-star skills, dribbling through like a madman, and it's actually a penalty. In the 88th minute, I believe that is, we get the penalty and the chance to go up. So then Icardi steps up, and Mauro Icardi, with his great finishing and good pen work, is going to put that away at the end of this match. So any last second heroics for them, he turns it over to Bunabanpura, and that's all she wrote. We win that one 2-1. So then the next opponent, with a couple of really nice informs, including second informed Icardi and informed Immobile. It also has Brozovic at center mid. It's a really decent Calcio squad. So here we are in possession of the ball. Icardi gets it. Icardi does a little dribbling work. Plays it through for Dries Mertens. Mertens, can he do it? No, it's deflected, but can we get that in? Hamsik is there. Inform Hamsik hasn't really scored too much for me. He's kind of been, I wouldn't say a disappointment, but he hasn't been as excellent as I thought he was, but he gets on the score sheet right there. This is towards the end of the match in the second half. Hamsik gets it back. Hamsik, no one's going to close him down, and he buries it into the bottom corner right before the end of the match. I think that's the 88th minute. I am always saying I think it's the 88th minute because I can't actually see the time on my screen right now. So here we are in extra time. Can we get an early goal? Mertens plays it in to Quaresma. Quaresma plays it to, I think that was Blaise Matuidi? Yeah, that was Blaise Matuidi, the substitute, It's his Movember card who I have on loan, hits it with the left foot, and he's not known for his shooting, but that was a wonder strike with a great bit of curl on it, finds the post and finds the back of the net. Now, would there be time for him in the second half of extra time? There would not, and we win that one. I think that's 5 in a row. So then this next opponent had a good squad. He has, he has Ronaldo at left forward, playing as a striker. He has Sturridge, Benzema, so he has a corner early on. He's going to whip it. No one gets to it. Modric finds it, and then Modric finesses it in. So 15 minutes in, we're already down 1-0. Plays it up top, back for Kandreva, who's on, and he plays a great ball for Icardi. You know, Icardi, he doesn't really miss too many of these chances. So we just fire a hopeful through ball, and honestly, I felt kind of bad for him at this point because I was getting dominated, but Icardi just gets on the end of that. He finishes it yet again, and we're up 2-1. I wasn't even really trying to find the through ball, I was just trying to clear it, and I held down Y. Turned out to be a great pass. Alright, so this is around the 70th minute now. We're just trying to kill the game off, see if we can get that insurance goal. Plays a great ball for Alan, who finds his way into the opponent's third, and he finishes it to make it 3-1. And honestly, I really didn't deserve to win this game. But I didn't win it, and that gave us 14 wins. We're into Silver 2, I believe, at this point. Next opponent came up with this squad, a 4.5-star 80 overall 100 chem team with Ibra up front. He has the in-form one to watch Kante. Solid squad, and this guy was a solid player as well. So he whips it in early on. Ibra gets on the end of that. Kyle Walker just outpaced me down that wing. And this game would not be fun for me. I'm down 1-0 early. Then shortly after, Martial gets through. I read him there. I was kind of unfortunate. Then it bounced up, and Ibra heads it in. That was an annoying goal to concede because I played pretty well defensively. Just got a bit fortunate. Second half, the bleeding unfortunately would not stop for me. Ibra gets it. I try to stand him up. Can I do it? Not really doing anything at all. He just centers it, and it's a very easy goal for De Bruyne. Now I'm hoping that the bleeding is going to stop. I'm down 3-0. The game's pretty much over at this point in the 80th minute, but he still is going for it. He has it. He plays it in. Ibra gets his hat trick. 4-0. Very bad game for me. So then after that terrible performance, I try to bounce back. I come against this team, who has a front three of Martial, Mane, and Vardy, just pure pace, as everyone in this game has. How are we going to fare against them? So early on, he plays a quick 1-2, a couple 1-2s, Mane and Vardy, plays it back to Vardy, and Vardy just kind of outpaces me at this point, gets a little bit fortunate because it bounced right back to him, then he finesses it home to make it 1-0. Dab ensues, and I'm down early. I try to respond pretty quickly. Icardi gets it. Icardi with the quick footwork, and he buries it home. That's the L2R2 dribbling, which is very unrealistic, but also very good. We find ourselves now in extra time. He plays it to Mane, and then look at that run by Vardy. Even in the 105th minute, Vardy is still running, causing a lot of problems. He makes it 2-1, and I'm down, and I'm sad. And that's how it would end. I lost 2-1. That game was kind of annoying because I thought I deserved to get, at least in the penalties, probably deserved the win, but the other game I didn't deserve to win, and I won that one, so it kind of balances out. Then I come up against this completely Brazilian squad with the Smurf, Giuliano, or Frozen Giuliano as Zoe calls it, and it's a decent squad. So here he is, he whips the corner in. Can we get ahead to it? We do, but then we fall over each other, and then there to put it away is, I think that was Douglas Costa. 1-0 down inside of 25 minutes. So here's Hamšík. Hamšík plays it to Mertens. The Napoli connection finds Icardi, bounces up. Can we win that header? We do. Still have it. Icardi turns his man, plays it. Smurf Mertens first time hit on the left foot. I was really happy with that goal because of how he took that. He got the finesse on it, even though I didn't really press the finesse button. Now here we are in extra time. I've brought on Jonas and for Icardi because Icardi just hadn't really been making an impact. Smurf Mertens does a little L2R2 dribbling, whips it in, and Jonas with the header. I think Jonas is 5'11", I think Icardi's 5'10", but both are pretty good headers of the ball. Jonas with the extra stamina that allowed him to win that one. Now it's the second half of extra time. We've pretty much won this game. He got a red card because of out of frustration. Smurf Mertens puts the finishing Smurf touches on it, makes it 3-1. Now we find ourselves in a different game. I completely just skipped the part where I show the team because I'm really good at editing. But here we are playing. It's with Quadrado. Quadrado for Smurf Mertens. Gets by his man. Still Smurfy. I don't know how he did that, but he scored. That's the Smurf factor. Now shortly after we get it, and he plays it up to Icardi. Really quickly done. Icardi finishes it like the finisher that he is. and that actually led to a rage quit. Now, here's the next opponent, 5-star 85 overall 100 chem team, couple POTMs here, including player of the month Costa in center mid. He also has Firmino, a red version, an informed version, Musa up front. So we find ourselves in the second half. I brought on Charisma already. He plays the through ball for João Mario, Joe Luigi Mario. He's my other guy who just never scores because he's really there just to play like a fullback, add extra width, but he finds himself on the score sheet up 1-0. Now in the second half they have a corner, they're going to whip it in. Are we going to win the header? We do win the header. Falls back to him. He gets by me really easily, centers it, makes it 1-1 in a game I really should have been dominating. Well, I was dominating, but I wasn't winning in terms of goals. So here we are close to the end of the match. I'm trying to find that winner so I don't have to go to extra time so I can finish it even quicker. We play it around. It's Alan, plays it to Icardi. Icardi back. Great ball there. Charisma puts the finishing touches on it, and we're up 2-1 towards the end of the match. And that's how it would end. We won 2-1. Probably deserved, well, I didn't deserve, but probably should have won with a higher score margin because I really dominated play. And now here we find ourselves in the next match. I don't know what team he had because I yet again forgot to include that part. L2R2 dribbling, centers it. We should have scored that, but then it falls to Hamšík, Marek Hamšík. That's the second goal this episode. Now he has a corner. He's going to whip it in. Well, he's going to play it short. Lacazette finds someone, and that was really clumsy from me right before halftime. I was really annoyed with that. Alan, I didn't need to do it because he wasn't going anywhere. So he steps up and he just puts it away very easily, and it's 1-1. Now second half, here we go. We're playing it Bonaventura. Mertens does really well to get by his two men. Still Dries. Smurf Mertens plays it inside. Icardi loses out, but he gets it back, and we score. A little bit of fumble in the box by Icardi, but he ended up scoring. Really good play by Mertens to allow him that position. Now a little bit later, here they are. They play it through, and it's going to find Lacazette, who hits it. And I thought I should have blocked that one, but I didn't. It's 2-2 now. I've been kind of controlling the match, but he found a little glimmer of hope. And now here we are a little bit later on. It's 2-2 at this point. I don't know how Lacazette got through right there. My guy just kind of like ran through him. But it makes it 3-2, 13 minutes remaining. It does not look good. Here's Icardi. Icardi gets by his man, plays it. João Mario, and we missed. Actually, we didn't miss. It was an amazing save by Buffon. But that's unfortunately how it ends. We missed out on that chance to score, to equalize, and we lost 3-2. The next opponent had this team with Ibra, Martial, Pogba up front. It had Griezmann in center mid and De Bruyne, also Conte at center defensive mid. So here we are just working it around, playing counter-attack style, which I don't really like to do too much, but sometimes it works, especially when you have Smurf Mertens who does this and does that and finesses it home. What a job by the Smurf. Now a little bit later on we play a couple of through balls around, finds the overlap to Bonaventura, who hits it, and it took a deflection, a wicked deflection, allowed it to go in. The thing is, he's not that great at shooting with his left foot, so that probably would have been an easy save by the keeper. Now shortly after, Pogba gets the ball. Pogba plays it through for Ibra. Ibra somehow gets it stuck into his feet, finishes it to make it 2-1. Alright, so at this point it's 2-1. We're into the second half. I'm leading. He gets it to Renato Sanchez, who plays a great ball through to Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic returns the favor. Renato Sanchez makes it 2-2. That was his first attack in the entire second half, but he took it really well. Now we're here into extra time. Mertens finds a little bit of room. He finds space to run down that wing. And he's going to whip it in, and who's there? It's the substitute Jonas, who came on for Icardi. Icardi had been annoying me the entire game, hadn't been finishing any chances, and that's the importance of stamina in this game, because Icardi would not have made that run. So very last seconds of the game, we're just trying to hold on. We get the interception, Artsali gets it, we're going to clear it. Is the ref going to blow the whistle? Yes, he is. We get the win 3-2. So that actually was our 18th win. We have clinched Gold 3. Our record at this point is 18-7 going into the final day of the weekend league. And then I just made one change. I actually took out Hamšík. I sold him for like 200k because he wasn't doing it for me. Brought back in Inform Brozovic, who has better stamina, better long shots. We'll see how he does in this last day of the weekend league, which I haven't played yet. I'm going to play it right now. Hope you guys enjoyed this episode. If you did, drop a like, leave me a comment, anything, subscription. Next week, I'm probably going to do the same thing, but with a different squad. If anyone wants to build me a squad to try out, you can use Informs. You can use anyone, like special players, high-rated players. I'll be happy to try them out. Let me know if you guys enjoy that. Hope to see you next time, and as always, don't forget to spay your pets.